Alright guys, it's time. I'm awake, it's like 7:30 in the morning. Let's go to Evo guys, I'm about to go catch my plane and get to Vegas. I'll see you guys soon. What is up guys? I am back. It is 12:04 a.m. I just got back from Evo finally, and I couldn't be happier, man. I thought that maybe now that I'm here, I would go through some of the highlights of the event for me personally, some of the stuff that I did, and why it was such a great Evo, as always. So I'm a little bit hoarse because I was screaming a lot last night, but we'll get to that pretty soon. So the first highlight was me and my friends. We met Yoshinori Ono, who I was extremely excited to finally meet. If you don't know, he is the director of Street Fighter 4 and 5. And kind of regardless of your thoughts on those games and where they stand in the series and their balance and stuff like that, really I think we all kind of owe Ono-san a debt of gratitude for what he's done to the fighting game community. Without him, there would be no Street Fighter 5. It was his baby. He worked so hard to even get that game made because at the time Capcom was thinking, oh, Street Fighter 3 was kind of a failure. Maybe this series is just dead. But he believed the whole time. He worked so hard to get it made. And now we've just had this explosion in the fighting game community. So many people come into Evo. So many awesome new games coming out all the time. So without Ono-san, I don't think we would have this. And I probably wouldn't have even come to Evo this year because I probably wouldn't have gotten involved in the FGC. Street Fighter 4 kind of brought me in. So anyway, I owe him a huge debt of gratitude for all he's done. And I was really excited to meet him, get to take my picture with him, and tell him that I was a big fan. Another cool person that I met was a guy you probably haven't heard of called E Freezy, who was a player that was in my pool, and I was super surprised. We played first match, and the first thing he says to me is, "Hey, are you JM Crofts? I watch your videos." And I was like, "Holy crap!" I actually couldn't believe it. I thought that I was gonna go the whole weekend without anybody recognizing me or anything like that. I mean, it's not like I'm a big deal, but anyway, so it was so crazy that not only did this guy recognize me, he said he's watched the videos, but the best part is he destroyed me. He bodied me, sent me to losers. So that was pretty funny, but he was good, man. And then he was one win away from making it out of our pool. So shout outs to you, E Freezy, if you're watching this. Speaking of my pool, it didn't go super great. I went 3-2, but there weren't real wins, the three wins. They were buys. I played at 8 a.m. on Saturday, and about half the pool didn't show up. I guess they were partying a little too hard Friday night. So I got three buys, and then I lost to two people. So I didn't actually beat anyone playing against them, which I'm a little bit disappointed. But these days, I'm not grinding like I did back in the old days. I'm spending more time now that I have a job to take care of, and I'm focusing more on making the videos than actually trying to practice and play online and get better. But it was an awesome time anyway. As always, pools are super fun, and I think they were well run at Evo for sure. Another highlight was coming on Sunday. I mentioned in my video about tips for your first tournament that I recommend watching top eights for games that you're not normally interested in or games that you haven't played before. And for me this year, that game was Smash Melee. I know a little bit about Smash just kind of through osmosis, and because I played it casually as a kid. I feel like everybody did. But I didn't really know about the player specifically, and Hungrybox absolutely blew me away, man. He did so well. He had such a run at the very end of the tournament, so many close matches. It kept looking over and over again like, oh, this is it. He's going to get eliminated finally, but he kept clutching it out at the last second. It was such solid play, sick rest setups and edge guarding and all this awesome neutral. So he really blew me away. And then the grand finals were just amazing with the bracket reset and then it being so close and him finally taking it at the end, and then that explosion of emotion where it was like he couldn't even believe that he had actually pulled it off. So that was amazing. I was like really freaking out watching that. So that was a great time. And that brings us to the other set of finals, Street Fighter V, which honestly I couldn't be happier with. I mean, in my video of the players to watch out for at Evo, I shouted out 6 players, and only one of them made top 8, which is a little bit disappointing. It was Razor Fudo, made top 8. Actually got second place. So the other 5, I believe, were Knuckle Smug, Sako, I forget who else, PR Balrog, and Daigo. Is that everybody? And, Daigo, my favorite player, didn't make top 8. Kind of disappointing. But Fudo, man, Fudo blew me away. I mean, I mentioned that I thought that Mika was a good character for him. Obviously, he's a great player, being an Evo champion and all. But man, was he good. It really looked like he was going to take the whole tournament, but then, like Infiltration said, download complete. Infiltration really figured it out at the end and kind of shut him down. But, at this point, it's starting to look like Infiltration's just, he's on another level where everyone else hasn't quite caught up to yet. When you watch him play, his ground game, his punishes, the way that it seems like he's really studied each and every matchup. He knows all the optimal stuff. He's kind of playing just such a ridiculous game. No one else has quite stacked up yet. I mean, people are taking games off him, but in kind of the aggregate, the average, it's crazy how well he's doing. So we're having yet another year of Infiltration. I remember we had one back in like 2012 where he won like basically every tournament with Akuma. And he's back. He's winning everything. So we'll have to see who's going to be the one to finally end this spree. I thought maybe Tokido, but he actually didn't make top 8, which blew my mind. I was hoping in my heart of hearts it would be Daigo, but, not this year. He got eliminated by Justin Wong. But anyway, I've been rambling for a little bit here. I think I'm going to end it there. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm about to go sleep for like 12, 14 hours. I am exhausted. So thanks again for watching, guys. Good luck out there.